Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, making some really good trades, and yep, that's a big boy. As we can see, the silver price today getting a very big move towards the upside, over an 8% pump, or actually I should say like 8.8, or we could round it up to 9% pump in one single day. And if you guys don't know, this is a massive move for commodities. So this was a huge move in the silver price, and not only did we see that in the silver price, but we saw it in the gold price today as it surged and broke back above 1679 and closed at around 1698 or 1699 basically. But ultimately we did retouch to $1,700 levels, which is quite nice to see for the gold price. Again, we are in a little bit of a long position in gold, so that's quite nice to see as well. So very nice to see some nice price action in gold. Now let's get to Bitcoin and see what happened for Bitcoin today. So we did get some nice movement towards the upside. We came up and retested 19,650, and we are slowly seeing some resistance right now. So we are running into a little bit of resistance for the Bitcoin price. As you guys can see, we're basically tagging this major trend line right here, and I was expecting it to be a major resistance. As we can see, we tagged it right here, and then we got rejected towards the downside, and now we are retesting it again. Now, is the Bitcoin price going to break up out of this trend line and have a massive move towards the upside, or are we going to get a fake out and then a big reversal down, at which point we are going to see definitely some lower prices after that, in my opinion. After all, the Bitcoin price has been consolidating significantly at these levels for quite a long period of time. I believe we've been at these levels for about maybe 3 months, so 112 days. So yeah, it's about 3 months we've been at these levels here. You can see that we actually consolidated about 3 months last time when we came down after this big crash as well. I think we stayed here for about 3 months as well. Let's take a look right here. Yeah, that was about, I guess you could say it was 2 months. We consolidated for 2 months, and then we had our big move up towards the upside. But ultimately, Bitcoin is going to make a very large move very soon. We had a big move in the gold and silver price today. Is Bitcoin going to be next, and is it going to be towards the upside? Well, right now we can see the S&P 500 is getting some nice support right around 35.91, what I outlined yesterday, or I guess you could say the couple days before, because I've been outlining it for a couple of days now, that either this is going to be your support level, or it's going to be this one, this previous high, previous pivot high right here will be acting as support. That's exactly what happened. So right now we are finding some nice support. So if the S&P can see some more upside and we do some sideways chop, and then after that we can roll over, then yeah, I definitely think Bitcoin can get some significant more upside for the time being. But right now, I am still in my short position. I am still in the money, up over 28% on our short position. Again, I will be posting more trades for you guys. I know a couple of you have joined recently and probably very excited to get trading. But again, if you guys want to see my trades, you guys can join with the link in the description, and you can take a look at my profit loss history, which is posted on my website as well. So you guys know what you're buying, you know what kind of trader I am, and what my profits are, and stuff like that. But yeah, let's keep going right now. Let's take a look at Ethereum as well. Ethereum is always fun to see and always fun to look at. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Again, we could actually take a look at our Ethereum crash chart. Again, this is something I've been not really working on, but I've looked at, which is basically the 2018 crash, and we basically had a 130% pump, and after that we got rejected around here. And then we started to, collapse towards the downside, and we saw a 90% correction in the price. Now I'm speculating that that could potentially be what's happening right now. And right now we saw a nice 131%, pump towards the upside. So I guess I was 1% off, but overall, you're pretty damn close. And then maybe we're gonna see a 90% correction in the Ethereum price, and back around to that $200 level, where I have some green vector candles right here that I am going to be looking at. Whoops, let's take a look at the green vector candles on Ethereum, which is right here, and we have our lowest green vector candle, which is basically right here at $199. So still got that one to recover, and we still have these previous ones down here to recover as well. A lot of people think that The market's rallying right now, and that's it. We're going to go to new all-time highs because the Fed is going to pivot soon, based on the Bank of England's pivot, because they almost had a massive meltdown in their pension fund market. And you know, if the Bank of England didn't bail out basically the pension funds, then you know, everyone would have basically lost their money because they did the wrong thing and started borrowing money to purchase longer term bonds. And you know, it was a really, again, another short-term solution to a long-term problem. They could have done the right thing, which is deal with the problem and tell people the truth and say, like, you know, they're not going to be able to make as much money in the pension, so they're not going to be able to contribute as much, so the other people are going to, you know, the laborers and the workers are going to have to contribute more. But you know, they opted for the easy way out, and that's what happened. Now the Bank of England is forced to cut rates with high inflation. That's why the GBP is tanking. And actually, let's take a look at GBP USD. I'm pretty sure it's going to be an interesting chart. Well, that's actually back up to 113, surprisingly. But ultimately, still pretty bearish on all these other fiat currencies if they cut their rates too soon. We can see that the DXY did get a nice pullback today once again, and if we do start to come down, I still see some support coming in at 110 for the DXY. If we see the DXY come down, you're definitely going to see the Bitcoin price rise, at which point we could break out of here and maybe see some, you know, resistance around this trend line right around 27,000, or maybe let's take a look at some other levels right here that I have outlined. Where's my other charts? There we go. So we're going to see probably some resistance coming right around that $25,000 mark once again. Right now we are trying to get above this 2017 high. Again, we've spent a couple of days underneath here. I guess you could say more than a couple of days. We spent almost like a couple of weeks underneath this level right here, basically just chopping sideways around 19,300. But you know, if we can recapture this level, confirm it as support once again, and I think you got a pretty good chance of getting up to 25,000. But again, a lot of this depends on what the S&P is going to do. If the S&P starts to roll over again and start to make new lows, and we go back to those 2020 highs, then yeah, you're definitely going to see some more selling in Bitcoin, more volatility in markets. And actually, let's take a look at some commodities as well. I know we just covered gold and silver today, but let's take a look at natural gas, because natural gas I have been eyeing, and it's been piquing my interest significantly. I've been looking for a long around $6.33, $6.35. We can see that we did find some support today right around this level. Let's take a look at some shorter time frames right here. Maybe the 1 hour would outline it a little bit better. Yeah, you can see we were finding some support right around $6.53. Again, we did manage to hold this level of support. We got a temporary little bounce right here, but we could be starting to come back down, at which point we could potentially form a bit of a bullish divergence. So if the price makes a lower low but the RSI makes a higher low, then that would be very bullish in my opinion. I would be very, very, you know, inclined to enter a long position on natural gas. But ultimately, if this line does not hold, well, I do expect it to hold, but again, lines can be broken. If this level doesn't hold, your next support is going to be around $5.48, and after that, $5.17, and then you're going to have major support coming in at $3.51 for the price of natural gas. But again, the fundamentals are very bullish for natural gas. The massive supply constraints with the Russians turning off Nord Stream, and we are headed towards the winter season, so you already know that the demand is going to be high, especially in Europe. Wow, silver price just keeps going up and up and up. I am not complaining. Let's take a look at those miners today. Lots of the gold and silver miners really enjoying the pump today, over 10% on Avino Silvers. We could take a look at SVM up over 8% today, and a massive move in First Majestic Core. Again, I have a big position in this as well. It's nice to see that the silver and gold miners are performing very, very nicely. And actually, Metalla has actually been rocketing today as well these last couple of days. It is up over, I believe from the lows, it's up over 22%. So that's amazing to see Metalla performing very well. So very nice to see. And you know, thanks for listening, guys. You guys are awesome. If you guys enjoy my content, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. And if you guys want to see my trades and all the stuff that we do in the Discord, if you guys want to come trade with us, then you guys can join with the link in the description, the Discord link, and then, you know, you can process your payments there. We do accept crypto now, so we actually have an automated system to accept crypto. But if you guys want to pay for the lifetime membership, you can just send me an email. The link's in the description. Love you guys. Peace. If you guys want to sign up for Big Get Trading, the link's in the description. Help support the channel.